Hi to all your online learners. It's me, Lou of Shakti-Life. I'd like to welcome you to my studio. Look forward to enjoying the class with you today. Something you can incorporate, or I encourage you to incorporate in your daily and weekly schedule with your online learning. Maybe it's a routine you like to do before you actually start your lessons, or maybe it's when you have a break, or even if it's at the end of the lessons. But whichever suits you, I just encourage you to just show up. So here I've got the challenge is about showing up for yourself with gratitude. So if we make that our challenge, that our focus, can't go wrong. Let's enjoy the class together. We're going to start by coming onto our mats here, just rolling down slowly with control. So you're seated and you're just going to slowly roll down, all the way down, all the way onto your mat. Let's take the legs long, left leg, right leg, the feet can be splayed out to the side. Your spine is long, your chin is tucked in. You're going to take your right hand to your belly and the left hand to your heart center. Here we're just going to take a nice deep grounding breath, breathing in. Really fill your lungs here, and then you can sigh the air out to your mouth. Feel how that breath immediately brings you into that present moment. Just breathing again in through the nose and out through the nose. This is a nice tip for you with breathing. If you're feeling a little bit stressed or anxious at any point through your studies or in your day, just come back to your breath. So we're just going to work through a couple of cycles of box breathing, as it's called. So we're going to breathe in for a count of 3, hold for a count of 3, breathing out for a count of 3, hold for a count of 3. So you get the idea. I'll count you through the first cycle, and then the next 2 you can do on your own. So let's start together, just a normal breath in, and then a normal breath out. We'll sign the air out. Let's start again, breathing in, 1, 2, 3, and hold, 1, 2, 3, breathing out for 3, 1, 2, 3, hold for 3, 1, 2, 3, breathing in again, 1, 2, 3, and hold for 3. So you get the idea, you're going to carry on your own now, breathing out, and you continue. I'm not sure where you are in your cycle, but if you're not yet finished, just finishing off your breath cycle. So just being fully aware the peacefulness that washes over your body through the power of the breath. Wonderful little tool, and we have it all the time with us to hand. We just forget, we're a little bit tense or a little bit stressed, and we hold our breath. So we're wanting to release and control that breath. So we're going to use our breath throughout class today. Let's start by hugging our knees into our chest nice and tight. Nice and tight, feet are flexed here, just gently rocking from side to side, massaging your lumbar. Your chin is still tucked in, your spine is long. At any point in class today, it's a nice, strong but relaxing class. You can feel like you can close your eyes at any point. I encourage you to do that and really just take yourself into each pose. So here we're going to take our feet wider into the arm crease here on either side of the ribs, and you're going to start to circle your hands and your feet here. Nice big circles, working through the wrists, through the ankles. You can squeeze through the toes, squeeze through the fingers. If you think about it, how many times do we actually in a day exercise our hands and our feet? I don't think we do, but if you think how much we need our feet and our hands, so it's a sense of gratitude I mentioned gratitude in the beginning of class, setting some gratitude to our hands and our feet. Squeeze through the toes. You can point and flex, squeeze through the fingers. You can also try tucking your thumb in, clasping your fingers over those thumbs, and making nice big circles with the wrist. Also, as I said, point and flex. Really work through it. I'm going to release the thumbs now, taking our feet towards the ceiling into our happy baby. If you can't quite reach on your feet just yet, you can hang on here to your ankles. We can always modify in any poses, and the more we practice, the stronger we do get. The more familiar we get, confidence. Practice and familiarity does definitely build confidence. So just rocking from side to side. You can also just stay on your back, just pulling down at the legs to start with. It's not so much about pulling your feet and having your tailbone up in the air. It's more about staying long through your spine with your tailbone long, pulling down on the feet here. And then you can start the gentle rock. You can also, if you want to, straighten one leg as you rock to the side. They don't have to go fully straight, but it's just a gentle gesture in that direction. And then again, hugging your knees into your chest nice and tight. We're going to do some side stretches here, or twists of the side body. Nice detoxing of the body, cleansing of the digestive system. So we're going to take our arms long. We focus so much on the outer body, but there's so much going on the inside. Just a nice little cleanse of our system. So your arms are going to be out to the side. Now, feel your arms are palmed up. Put your palms down, getting a deep stretch through the arms, through the top of the arms. Knees are stacked, feet are flexed. You're going to take your legs all the way across to the left side. If you get your sides mixed up, it's absolutely fine. You're wanting to just make sure you do both sides, keep balanced. So here, when the knees are stacked, your shoulder blade lifts off the mat. You can just see my shoulder blade here lifts off the mat. So you're wanting to try and place that shoulder blade down. As you place the shoulder blade down, the knee slides back. So it's this continual little tug of war happening here that you are doing just gently. So the arm here that's behind you can just counterbalance. You can move it. You can see my arm moving here, or you can reach it to the floor. You can continue to pull the leg forward or reach it back where the shoulder blades are on the mat. But what I'm wanting you to do here, the point of the yoga classes for me is to explore the spaces in your body. I'm facilitating the class for sure and guiding you, but what I'm wanting you to do is really get to feel in your own body what feels comfortable for you, areas of your body where you never even knew you were tight or felt any discomfort. Especially sitting working, we get quite tight in the shoulders, tight in the lower back from sitting. Just one more time here, just breathing here, twisting here. Doing a nice twist through that side body, reaching, breathing all the way out. We're slowly, with control, engage your core here. Going to roll the body back to center. Then you're going to take, you can realign the spine if you need to, but if you're comfortable, just taking your legs slowly with control all the way to the other side. If you need to check out anything at any point, just have a look at the screen. Arms are still long, legs are still stacked. This arm here can counterbalance. You can reach your shoulder into the mat. You can pull that knee to stack again. Remember, like we did on the other side, a little tug of war happening. You can even pull that hip if you want to with the supporting hand below. And again, closing your eyes at any point you want to. If you wanted to turn your head from side to side, you're welcome to, or just keeping your head in the opposite direction. 2 more breaths here. And just last full breath. Nice deep breaths. Remember how we were practicing earlier? Not doing the box breathing now, by any means, but just deep breath. And when you breathe out, you fully surrender. Not give up, but surrender to the pose. Just releasing anything, any tension, any area of discomfort. Just a normal breath now, coming back to lying on your back here, hugging your knees into your chest one more time, just rocking from side to side. We're going to take the arms to the side again, just bringing your feet to the mat. And we're just going to windshield wipe the legs from side to side. Not too fast, we're still warming up the body now. So it's nicely, the knees can reach there. You can go a little bit longer if you want to. It's up to you what's comfortable. There'll be so many variations you can do in the yoga that you get familiar, that you feel what feels comfortable for your body and what you're needing on that day. So here, just when your legs go one way, your head can go the other. Do some move here and mobilize. Nice. We're going to now have the feet on the mat flat. We're going to take the right leg over the left leg. So it can hang like this. Those that can interlace the legs here, like eagle legs. But if not, that's just fine. So that's the right leg over the left leg, hooking the legs. We're going to shift the hips over to the right, dropping the legs to the left. Reaching the arms long. You're wanting to squeeze through the legs, just squeeze through the arms. Here you do want your shoulder blades on the mat, and you're going to turn your head in the opposite direction. 3 breaths and breathing in. And breathing out. Nice deep breaths through, in and out and on. So nice control, breathing in. Breathing out, squeezing through the legs, twisting through the body, reaching through the arms, turning through the neck. Last breath here, breathing in. And breathing out. It's slowly roll back on top back, taking that leg off. You may just need to adjust here as you move the body. So finding comfort again, with your alignment, taking that leg now over to the right. Those that can interlace, lifting through the hips and dropping the legs all the way across to the right, hips to the left. Looking to the left, reaching your arms long, squeezing through the legs and reaching, closing the eyes if that's comfortable for you, breathing in. And breathing out. Hold it, start surrendering, breathing in. And breathing out. Nice control, reaching, squeezing through the legs, twisting through the body, reaching. Remember, we're reaching through the arms, shoulder blade on the mat. Last breath in, nice. Breathing in. And breathing out. Just going to roll back on top back again here. Taking that top leg off, swishing the hips off, swinging the hips back to center. You can just finish here with just some windshield wipes again. The body should be way more mobile than we started. So just that awareness from the beginning of the class to now. Let's hug our knees into our chest one more time, gently rocking from side to side. And then we're going to roll ourselves, maybe 1 or 2 rolls, rolling the body up to seated. Right, same flow. Got our eyes closed. Laying down for a little bit, so we're in seated pose. With technology nowadays, we'll grab our phone, we tend to be on our phones, call it the thumb generation. So what we're wanting to do, not that the phones are bad, but we're wanting to work on our posture here. So you can see how I was sitting, now I'm going to open up, nice. We're wanting nice seated on our sit bones here. If you're uncomfortable at all with your bones on your ankles, whether it's together or on the mat, you can put a little towel there. But we're wanting to sit nice and upright. I also don't want my neck, my ears into my shoulders. I want a nice, long, open neck. So we're going to do what we call a couple of cat-cows here. So what I just showed you with the rounding, we're actually going to do that deliberately. I want you to hang on your knees here. You can also turn your head from side to side. So nice stretch through the neck. And then we're going to pull through. I'm going to face you here. When I pull through, you're opening here through the chest, squeezing behind to the shoulder blades. Really work into the arms as well. When you're hanging on the knees here, you're really working into the shoulder blades on the back. We're going to work through breathing in and breathing out. You can turn the neck, like I said, you're wanting to really mobilize and warm up the body in the best way that feels comfortable for you. Really breaking down each pose to get the benefit, full benefit, breathing and reaching and breathing and reaching One more time, just reaching forward, opening and finishing, just hanging there, hanging on the legs, turning to the neck. Nicely done. We can make some circles here even, just sitting on our sits bone, but pivoting on our axis here. Knees, hands can be to the knees rather. And then I'm going to face you, you can change direction. I'm not falling out of the pose or anything. I'm just circling nicely, continuing to warm up, warming up my lower back. Then you're coming back to center. Our legs have been crossed for a while, so you can shake them out if you want to, changing sides if you want to. I'm comfortable as I was, I'm going to stay as I was. Let's take our hand, right hand to the left side of your head, just behind your ear, the bulgy part of your head. Just doing some nice neck stretches here. Pulling here, and you can turn the palm facing down, facing up, reaching. You can also, as you pull on the head, look underneath your armpit, or looking up, and just breathing. The breath is so important. And again, you can close your eyes if you want to. You can move that arm backwards and forwards. You can reach the hand to the mat even if you want to, as you reach. It doesn't have to touch the mat, but it's that feeling. So you get an extra extension in the neck. Last breath here, breathing in and breathing out. Swapping sides just nice, slowly, gracefully, deliberately. We don't need to rush through any of the poses here. This time that you set aside for your yoga practice, it's your time, your committed time. There's no need to rush. No need to hurry, just be in the present. Looking underneath your armpit here like we did on the other side. See the difference in the sides? One side might be tighter than the other, but it's only when we give ourselves the opportunity to go there. You can also take your hand onto your face or onto your ear. It doesn't just have to be on the bulgy part of your head. When you just work through what you really need to do. This side I'm feeling a little tighter, so I'm needing to work into it slightly differently. Reaching the hand towards the mat. Breathing in. And breathing out. You can turn this hand last breath here, breathing in and breathing out. Top hand comes long. Just going to cactus our arms here, just pulling back and then just bringing the elbows to touch it, slowly closing slightly and then opening, reaching, and then two more closing and we stretch through the spine as well. Opening, reaching here, breathing, mindful, and then closing off here, and then opening up. And then let's shake our legs out here. We're going to go through a seated sequence now. So let's bring the right leg inside and the left leg. So just now we were crossed legs. Now you're wanting the left leg just in front of you. So sitting comfortably, sitting nice and upright, we're going to start by walking our hands forward. I can walk my hands so far forward that I can walk. We don't want that, obviously. You're wanting to pull back through your seat. Let me just show you here. So I'm pulling forward, but I want to be grounded down. So it's that reach and the grounding. So I want to reach forward here. And just to show you that leg is still in front. So sitting upright, walking the hands out, walking the hands forward as far as you can go. So you're wanting to reach forward but push back, if that makes sense. You're going to not have any tension in the neck, so you're going to just drop the head down. The head doesn't have to rest on the floor by any means, but no tension in the neck. 3 breaths here, breathing in, breathing out, reaching, breathing in, surrendering on your out breath. Last breath here, breathing in, and surrendering on your out breath. We're going to walk down the hands to the right. So if you've got your sides mixed up, it's fine. The foot that's in front, you're going to walk to the opposite side. So you're going to walk in this case for me, all the way to the right. When I can't go any further, this knee wants to stay down. It actually wants to come up, but we want to encourage the knee to stay down. So you need to keep the feeling you're going to feel is in that hip, in that side body. Taking that left hand all the way up and over, reaching. So you're going to try and put that hand on top. And you're going to fold forward here. So you've got a twist happening as well. Reaching forward, no tension in the neck. Breathing in. And out. So You will see we're going to do breath cycles of 3. So if you're feeling like you can't go on, or you want to get out of the pose, just know we're nearly there. 2 more breaths here. And last breath, and nice big breath, really make it count, breathing in. And surrender, breathing all that air out slowly with control. So we're going to move the bottom arm, just sliding it back. You're going to feel like a flower opening with the sun, taking that left arm up and reaching the arm back and over. The palm on the bottom can be facing down. I'm going to reach up and over, not so much that I collapse here. I want to stay grounded, and I want to stay grounded down through that knee, reaching that arm up, reaching that arm over. You don't want to collapse or close. You're wanting to reach up, sort of feel like you're reaching back. If I would have come round to you and I'd like tap you on the elbow there, pulling you over, you can turn to look down or turn to look up, breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. One more breath here with control, nice and strong. Breathing in and breathing out. Strong top arm as you breathe, pulling yourself up and out. Nicely done. That felt so good. We want to do the other side now, just shaking the legs out, swapping sides. So just remember which way you started. I now have my right leg in front. So continuing to sit nice and upright. Body's hopefully starting to feel a lot more mobilized. Walking the hands forward as far as you can. Reaching here, and then when you can't reach any further, you're just going to settle into the pose. Hands are pushing into the mat, your bottom is reaching down. Breathing in and breathing out. There's a breath called Ujjayi breath. It's a bit like a Darth Vader breath. It's a breath that's deep in your throat, where you can breathe in and you feel the air into the throat. You can practice that at any point. I'll go into that now. Breathing in. And then I'll breathe out. Again. It can sound like a bit of a scary breath. It's actually a very peaceful breath. It really brings a lot of peace to the body, stillness to the mind. Let's walk the hands to the left now, or to the opposite side that you were the last time. When you can't go any further, bringing that hand onto the bottom hand, top hand onto the bottom hand, and 3 breaths here. Last breath, really reaching. Be aware of the different sides. Maybe this side's tighter or the other side was tighter. Last breath all the way out. Remember, like a flower on the other side, just walking that left hand back and just slowly opening up your petal, so to speak, by bringing your top arm up and reaching over. Again, that knee, just stay grounded, sits bones are grounded, reaching up, reaching over. You can look down or you can look up, feel that arm reaching back, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Reaching up and over, breathing in, and breathing. Strong with your top arm and your breath, pulling yourself up and out. Nicely done. We are beautifully balanced. Now let's just shake the legs out here. I'm going to spin around on the mat here. Oh, let's see which way. Should we go this way? I don't think it really matters. We're going to take the right leg into the inside of the leg here, just going there so you can see. The foot is going to be flat, flexed. So I'm just going to swivel around. So I'm back on my mat here. Left leg is long. We're sitting upright. And we're going to reach across the body now. So there's going to be a forward fold. Again, forward folds, we're folding from the hip crease here. So not just rounding of back. So I'm going down and down, but I'm wanting to fold forwards. It's this lengthening and reaching. If you're feeling slightly tight in the hamstring, you can underneath, maybe you have another mat. Otherwise, just a rolled towel. So just because then you can resist against it. folding forwards here. We're not just folding, reaching for the foot. We want to fold and reach across the body. So see where's comfortable for you to hold on to. That folding forward at the hip, like I said, and then reaching long. Folding here, reaching, breathing in, and you're getting a little twist as well. Breathing out. 2 more breaths, and nice long, deep breaths. And 1 more breath here, breathing in. And slowly, slowly breathing out with control. See if you can't go slightly deeper into the pose here. And then you're going to walk your hands up that leg slowly, slowly. And then we're going to bring that arm inside the leg. Just show you here. Bringing the arm inside, and we want it to reach up and overhead here. You get the idea, arm is inside, foot is flexed up and over. You can turn your head to look up or looking down, but no tension in your neck. 3 breaths here. Reaching and opening. Continue to adjust. If you find your mind wandering here, just bring it back to the breath. Bring it back to adjusting. Last breath here. All the air in. And then slowly, slowly all the way out. Beautiful side stretch, this one. Well done. Nice, like strong pull, deep breath as you pull yourself up and out. We're going to go to the other side now. So reaching that right leg long, left leg comes inside, still sitting nice and upright, getting that little twist, reaching to the other side across to the pinky side like we did. On the other side, or the other side. Reaching and folding forwards here, breathing in and breathing out. Adjust as you need to. And don't play in the pose. You want to be still in the pose, but just adjust till you find the space where you're comfortable. 2 more breaths here, reaching, breathing, holding deeply into the pose. And slowly with control, when on your out, once you've completed your out breath, just walking that hand or the hand up the leg, and we complete this sequence with the arm on the inside, left arm reaching up and over. This foot is nicely flexed, reaching up, reaching over, reaching the arm back, either looking down or looking up, but you've got a nice, comfortable neck space. No tension in the neck. Breathing in. Breathing out, reaching, then breathing, and reaching. 1 last breath here, breathing in, and breathing. Nice big breath with a nice pull up, all the way up. Back, and we're going to shake our legs out. Well done, feeling nicely stretched out. We're going to now just spin the legs around here. I'm going to adjust my shorts slightly. We're going to come onto our tabletop pose, into our tabletop pose. So you're going to have your hands underneath your, sorry, what's happening? We're going to bring our hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. We're going to drop the belly down in our cat-cow. So knees are hip width apart. You're going to drop the belly and then look up towards your ceiling. You should feel a nice stretch there in the lower back. And then we're going to tuck the chin in, arching the back all the way. So we started with cat-cow. This is cat-cow from tabletop. The other one was cat-cow and seated. And then we're going to arch through the spine here and then dropping the belly. Take your gaze further with your eyes. It deepens the stretch. Just 1 more. And then you can shake it out. We're going to just widen the legs slightly, and we're going to move through some cat-cow circles here. So moving all the way around through the shoulders, continue to move here, coming as low as you need to. You can change direction when you want to, moving through the hips. So you feel like you're starting to warm up the spine, warm up the shoulders. You can do half circles if you want to. It's whatever you're needing. Last one, maybe a full circle, 2 half circles. Nicely done. Let's come back to center. We're going to move to what they call puppy pose. So just make sure you've got space at the front of your mat. Knees are still under your hips, taking your hands long all the way down into your puppy pose here. If your shoulders are feeling open enough, you can bring your chin to the mat. But if they're not yet feeling open or fully open, just bringing your forehead to the mat. Breathing in here and breathing out. Really reach up through the tailbone, reach long through the arms. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more pose, one more breath. Breathing in. And breathing out. You're going to roll the body through here, rolling down, coming into your Sphinx just to start with, zipping the legs together. And we're just going to move through here into our upward facing dog. So we're going to take our hands underneath our armpits. So you start with your little cobra pose. It's nice, strong through the arms. And then you're just going to pull the body all the way up. Pull your arms, pull your body through your arms. You're coming off the legs here. The legs are off the mat. Tucking the elbows in, looking back, breathing in. And breathing out. And then here you can either flip or roll over your toes into your downward facing dog. So hands are pressed into the mat. Your tailbone is reaching up towards the ceiling. Nice way to check your alignment is you can actually bend your knees to start with and then tilt your bottom so your tailbone reaches up towards the ceiling, nice, and then straighten your legs. Trying to reach the heels into the mat. The heels don't need to go to the mat yet. You want to feel like you're reaching them. And then you're looking forward. So your gaze can be forward towards your hands, dropping your gaze to in front of you on the mat, or then tucking your chin and looking towards your feet. See what's comfortable for you. You don't want to hold any tension in the neck. Breathing in here and breathing out. The inversions like we are now, also good for nervousness. If you're feeling a little bit anxious, just go upside down. So one more breath here, breathing in and breathing out. So we're just going to do a couple of roll throughs here. So I'll show you, looking forwards, coming into like a high plank, strong through the arms, bending through the knees, making a nice big circle. So I'm sure your hands are feeling it right now. Just 3 more breaths, you can do it. Breathing, circling here, pressing back, coming back into your down dog. 2 more, over the wrists. Nicely done, bending through the knees, pushing back, all the way back up. Last time, shooting over those wrists, nice and strong. Bending through the knees, nice big circle, beautiful way to carry on warming up the body into your down dog. Coming forwards to complete, bending the knees, hover. You can wiggle at the hips slightly, bringing the knees to the mat. Nicely done, well done. Over the feet here into your child's pose. So your arms can be long initially. Then you can bring your hands, step one on top of the other. But you may well want to release fully through the shoulders after being in down dog and bringing your hands alongside the body over to the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do 4 more breaths here, really nice restorative. Breathing in and breathing out. Last breath here. As we prepare to come out, we're just going to come back onto the tabletop. And we're just going to roll through the body. And what we're going to do now is this is like upward facing. Now we're just going to go onto the right side. Nice and strong through your bottom arm. Just careful of hypermobility in the elbow there. And then your legs are stacked. So it's just a really nice side stretch here. So you're wanting to reach up, reach long, like you're being pulled through the crown of your head. Your front arm can support you, nice and strong through your side body, through your supporting arm. 1 more breath here, breathing in And breathing. Just going to roll slowly over, using your hands to support you onto the other side. So onto the other side, don't feel like you're falling up. Feel supported here. Reaching those legs long, checking in with that elbow for hypermobility. That hand in front of you supporting you, reaching long, getting a beautiful stretch through the side body. Breathing in and out. And breathing in and out. Last breath here. Make it count. Really reach all the air in and then breathing out. Rolling back into your upward facing dog. Pulling the body up over the toes. Last time before we finish for today. Downward facing dog. Just walking the legs out on the spot. Here, you can walk the feet towards your hands. I want to create space here. So you're wanting to, excuse me, let me just tuck my top in quickly. You're wanting to lift to the hip so you can have space to bring the foot down. You want to try bring your heel down to the mat first. It's a little trickier. Walking, lifting, reaching, until your feet get all the way to your hands at the end of the mat. You can bend your knees here quite a lot. Bending, bending, rocking from side to side. So here you can see within that space. And the more you bend your knees, your floating arms are on your knees here. Just rocking, releasing. We're going to prepare now to come down onto our mat. So you're just going to slowly bring your hands to the mat, slowly sink down. You can come onto your toes. If you're able to, sit with your feet flat, body through. Breathing in, your knees are going to press onto your elbows. If you're on your toes, it's fine. If you're able to come back to your heels, pressing your hands into prayer. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling really, really warmed up, quite mobile, quite flexible, peaceful of your mind. If you have minutes to think of anything else, those are our goals for yoga. Those are my goals for yoga. So we're going to just release through the hands here without falling out. You're just going to come to plop your bottom onto the mat and then just scoot your body along the mat here. We come to the end of class now. So as we started, I just want you to slowly, slowly, with ease, gently rolling down all the way onto the mat. You can take your legs long, splay your feet out to the side. See how you're feeling. If you're wanting to take up as much space as possible, it's your space. You can make a really big star, but if you're not feeling like taking up too much space today, that's also okay. Just feet on the mat, feet are splayed out. Your hands can be on your body like we started class, or your hands can just be alongside the body, palm facing up, chin tucked in, spine is long. Let's take a deep breath in to get through the nose. Fill your lungs, one more sip of air, and then breathing out through the mouth or sighing out. Now just a nice quiet breath in and out the nose. So a lot of people do tend to skip this last part, the relaxation part, but it's equally important as the rest of the class. It's integrating your whole class. I call it like a yoga buzz. I'm not sure what you're feeling in your body right now. It's quite nice to just be able to let everything we've just done in class together integrate all the way through your body. So balance of body brings about balance of mind, and balance of mind brings about balance of body. It allows us to make clear, concise decisions, stay in control, live in harmony. So just while you're relaxing here, I just wanted to read something to you that I thought was quite good. So not everything that is faced in life can be changed, but nothing can be changed if it's not faced. So there's a thought for the day. So those that can stay here a little longer, I do encourage you to just stay here a little longer. Those of you that need to get back to your studies or have somewhere else to go, Join me now as we hug our knees into our chest, hugging the knees nice and tight, feet are flexed, just gently rocking from side to side. And then you can either roll onto your side, like in the fetal position, and then you can push yourself up, or you can be from your back and then just roll yourself up seated. So namaste. I thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And yeah, I really hope and trust or challenge you to make this part of your regular, even daily practice, but maybe twice weekly or weekly practice. Any time to get on the mat is good. So thank you and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye from me.